For this review, we have the Nacelle Robo Max 89. I recently did a review on the latest release of this that is hitting Walmart. I had a few problems with the copy that I had, and I went back and looked at a lot of other reviews. I saw people really enjoyed the figure, and I was curious if there'd be anything different with the original release and the new release. So this copyright on this is 2022. I thought this guy came out earlier, but yeah, this they released this in 2022. Um, Packaging is quite a bit different, and I will go ahead and do a few comparisons of that. This newer version that's hitting Walmart has this, orange color to it. There's a couple other versions. There's a gold version of this guy, and then there's the enemy character. You'll notice the original release has this white packaging, and just a stark difference. Also, looking at the figures, I think there's some very minor paint differences, or maybe weight differences in how the paint is applied. I can also tell by looking in the package that the joints aren't cracked, so I'm kind of excited about that. But this black on white design is all over the figure. The nacelle logo is in a navy blue. You got this grid work on the top. These line grids were like the thing in the 80s. Don't know why, but it signified science and technology. You got this Maxx 8901 RoboForce on this side, and you've got same thing on this side. Here is the bottom, and here is the back. And I will say, I like the artwork on this one better. I do like these colors. These colors pop a lot more. The black on white feels like it's meant to give you this feeling of, the kid that draws in class and then colors his drawing. It kind of gives you that kind of feel. And this kind of feels a lot more like corporate marketing style artwork. So I kind of like this a little bit better. If anything, for the robot, although it does have Max kind of looking angry, uh, like he's got kind of like even like a snarl, like he's showing teeth, and I don't think he really has a mouth. So yeah, whoever drew this was like they were definitely trying to make him look very extreme. So either way, and then the other character, Wrecker. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to try to get Wrecker. But I really want to check out this iteration of the toy. So let's get him out of the package. And as you saw from the comparison, like everything is laid out the same way. There is some tape on here. I don't think the Walmart version had tape. Yep, there's tape on all sides. Okay. And yeah, he's already feeling a lot different. He's a lot more like sturdy, like the limbs are tight. So yeah, that other one was a bad experience. Okay, so we kind of know the deal with this. So I'm going to change this handout. You're going to have a problem with the suction cups if you actually get them to adhere. You don't have to worry about wobbling. These might come off easily. Might try that in a moment. And before we even do that, I wanted to kind of do some quick comparison with this newer release. I mean, for the most part, they're identical. Um, it does seem that there, in some places, the this off-white color has more of a metallic kind of sheen to it. And I don't know if this is really picking up on camera at all, but like especially for the hands, like the hands are a little bit shinier. So yeah, even the joints, you can see those cracks in there. Matter of fact, yeah, this one on the left, there's cracks in the joints. This one doesn't, but the joints are shiny, the white parts. So maybe it's the plastic that they've got like a gloss or metallic fleck in the plastic that makes it look a little bit shinier, but it's a slight difference. Slight difference. Okay, so um, pretty much I just reviewed this figure, so I'm not gonna. Well, I guess we'll kind of go over it a little bit just in case you haven't seen the other video. I'm really enjoying that the joints are nice and tight. And on this one I'm going to return. Um, I just tested this and you can take the suction cups off. I would say if you're going to do this, be careful. It's kind of crazy. There's cracks inside here too. There's something about I don't know if it's this release or or what, but this figure this the plastic is cracking a lot. Like it's not cured properly. Anyway, you can pull these off. I would be careful because there's a chance you could rip these, although this is quite tough. But if you wanted to take the suction cups off, no wobble. And he's got plenty of room that he can stand on his own. So just something to be aware of. Outside of that, you have a gun that he can hold. Whoops. Might take a little bit of work to get the gun in, but best believe it's not going to come out. And the pegs are a lot better on this one. The Walmart version, I don't know if it, I don't know if it's like mold degradation or they use like cheap plastic, but these holes were like very gummy. So let's see here. I think think there's a certain position they expect you to put these in. Like all these pegs are shaped slightly different. I cannot stand these suction cups. I know they're trying to emulate the original toy, but it just makes this thing not stable. But these pegs are all a little different. They're slightly thicker, slightly longer. So I think they expect you to put this one here. This one goes on the shoulder. And I think this one is supposed to go here. Yeah. All of them went in pretty well except for this shoulder one. Like it doesn't want to go all the way in. But you get the idea. So then you get this robot of destruction type thing. He is so forward heavy now. Okay, but you get the idea. Let's see if I can frame him a little bit better. Probably would help if I bring the legs in a little bit too. Yep, he really wants to tip over right now. Yeah, I do not like the suction cups. But this is already like way better than the other figure. So I don't know if the other one was just a bad copy. I don't know if that run is bad. I would say if you're at Walmart and you see these, uh, pick them up and just take a look at the inner parts of the elbow joints and just see if there are any cracks. If there are, do not buy that thing. If you don't see cracks, maybe you will be fine. But it looks like the original run has better plastic, or maybe it's better cured, or maybe it's a better pressing from the factory. I don't know what it is, but um, yeah, I'm really digging this now. So if you didn't see the other video, you got this double ball joint in the shoulder. You do have a bicep swivel. You have a double uh, elbow. It's kind of hard to actuate it. A lot of the sculpting kind of gets in the way. Uh, the Yeah, this doesn't turn. I thought the whole assembly down here turned. Obviously, the hand turns because you can pop it off. At the bottom, you have a ball going into the hip, and you have a ball going into the crotch. You got a double knee. I'm being a little careful because of my other copy being not great, but there is a double knee here. And then you have the whole little throwback suction cup thing where if you have a nice, extremely smooth surface like glass, you can set him on here. But as you saw, if take your time, but you can pull these off and then have him just kind of stand without them, and then you have this nice robot. The only other thing is, as this being a modern interpretation of Max, it does make him quite a bit more like I don't know that Max was meant to be like this killer robot, and this thing is definitely like some kind of I mean this thing is like a war machine. And the original I think was meant to be a little bit more peaceful and loving type character, but they've taken that design and taken the design elements and definitely the brand and the brand nostalgia and said, okay, what do collectors want? What do the McFarlane type collectors or the anime type collectors want? And I guess they decided, okay, let's make him, more offensive. Let's give him, a little bit of steampunk look to him. Um, this thing on the front is almost like too jarring. Like, I'm surprised they did this, because having this on here with all this modern reinterpretation is a little slightly off point, design wise, but I get why they did it. Like, that's the one thing that kind of frames him and reminds you, like, this is a recreation of an 80s toy. Um, yeah, so this has redeemed my approval of this figure line. I just don't know what's going on with this Walmart release. So yeah, he's just gonna keep he's gonna keep trying to tip over. All right, here we go. So I definitely recommend this line, and if you buy one from Walmart recently, just be careful. I'll just put it like that. So that's the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, tune into more videos coming up, and if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.